Hello guys, I'm just making a video showing you guys some of the brambles I have. This one's a red Encore Raspberry. Over here there's a Wineberry. You see that one has a lot of thorns on it. There's also this weird looking thing. Doesn't have any thorns, but maybe some small ones. But I moved it over here last year, because it looked kind of weird. You can tell it's definitely related. And here's the branch from last year. Yeah, there's the weird leaf. Completely thornless, which is great. But yeah, the leaves all seem to have this little weird curve. And then there's this one's hard to find. I could only find the green variegated form. Looks pretty interesting. Good ornamental. And here's the tag for it from last year. It says zone 7, but I read it could survive in zone 6, which it did. So I bought it. This one might be another Wineberry. I think I got 2. And here is another weird plant that I moved that's also another bramble. Has thorns on the back and everything. This one's more of a creeping one, I think. Here's a relative of brambles, another Rosacea, however you say that. Looks pretty cool, yes. Here's another one of those creeping ones, I believe. Seems to get like 3 leaves in all of these, which I like, it looks nice. I'll show some of the others, and I'll clip them together. Here's some black raspberries. You can see you kind of rub the stem. It'll turn green, because that's silver coating to help with some mildew. I think I've read it is. And over here we have a blackberry. Which you can tell from the stem it's different. Thorns are different. There's this kind of a lobing in there. And I believe there's some fruits over here from... That's more than some, I guess. And this is in shade, which, if this was in full sun, I'd probably get a lot more. I'm not sure which one these ones are. They kind of... It looks like it might be some sort of blackberry, I'd assume, or a hybrid. So I have like a few different Rubus species or brambles in here. It could be a hybrid. Just stem's kind of lobed. Yeah, there's another look at those thorns on here. You can tell they're definitely different. You can see the fruits on raspberries are formed differently. The structure's kind of different with the calyx. And the fruit's also different. Some people call these blackberries as well, because they turn black when they're fully ripe. But they're more related to raspberries because they can freely cross with them. You also can get purple raspberries if you cross a red one or a black one, which that's where those come from. But they have a harder time crossing with blackberries, because they're different chromosome counts and different things. Yeah, here's some more blackberries. You can tell they're form differently, different shape and everything. Yeah, blackberries are like heavy producers. I'm not sure what species of blackberry these are. Leaves are kind of weird in this one. Plant with a sort of a black stem. Looks like another black raspberry. Which here's another plant beside it. It still has that color it gets there. You get that in the winter. Which looks, I like the look of that. It's like red and white. Usually only the wild ones get that coloration from, I can tell. Like if you buy like a black raspberry online, you just have the green stem. It doesn't get that color in the winter. I'm assuming it was bred out for whatever reason. Probably because they're mostly hybrids when you buy them online, but yeah. This black one might be a hybrid, or it's just diseased, I don't know. They're usually not entirely purple or anything like that. Yeah, because right now they usually have this white stem, which is, yeah. There's also a related species to brambles and that, which is roses, and this is a multiflora rose. Here's the thorns on it. It's gonna show up. No. Anyway, yeah, it gets. I'll make it larger. Yeah, it gets very, very large. It does get rose hips, which you can use, I guess. But the problem with that is, as you pick them, the rose hips off, it actually produces more flowers because it's kind of like deadheading or picking off a berry or a tomato fruit like that. It'll just send out messages, send out more flowers, which then, if you're trying to remove the berries for food to use as like a sort of invasive species prevention, it doesn't work too well because of that. But there's another creeping sort of thing. Could be a raspberry, I'm not sure. Or black raspberry, whichever. Here's the area where I found the weird looking Rubus hybrids. They're probably hybrids. Like, here's the thorns on this. You can tell there's not many. The leaf looks just weird. Some other weird stuff. Yeah, the leaves can be deformed on these ones. Here's a more normal stem on another one, compared to, say, this one, which has like a few thorns, a few small ones. All sorts of things mixed up in here. Yeah. There's a small leaf one, and the larger ones are more of the typical ones, which are blackberries. Very thorny. I think these are crosses with the blackberry and the creeping raspberry or blackberry sort of thing. So it has huge leaves and it's creeping, which they don't go well together. Let's see. There we go. Here's one of the weirder ones I was looking at last year. Here's the leaves on it. You can tell it's different from everything around it. But it still has those blackberry sort of berries. The leaves are sort of off looking. They're small. There's another one like it. Yep, goes in the chains. Over here, which is again interesting looking. Also has those little berries on them. It seems to produce before the larger leaved ones, which different leaf type, different berry scent, fruit scent, which would indicate it's probably a hybrid. Some other ones like those are mixed up in here too. Here's another one that's kind of off to some extent. Leaves on the weirder plants. There were some other weird ones kind of mixed up in this spot too. I think they got overshaded and died, or they just didn't work out. Some of the weird leaves too, but just kind of looks diseased, so that could just be a disease thing. Weirder plants. Leaves can vary pretty a lot.